Hello everybody, welcome back to the Nukeshot Motorsport YouTube channel for another episode of Random Race Commentary. Today we are doing Group 3, as you can tell by the amazing selection of cars right here. And we're doing it at Suzuka Circuit, the full layout, the Grand Prix course. And today I have another special guest with me. Would you care to introduce yourself?
I'm probably CJ, as you might have noticed when you're clicking into the live stream. CJ the Scrub, Offaple's second favorite moderator. I guess I'm pretty happy to be here and do some commentary with the core of Nukeshot.
Yeah, so happy to have you here. I've just checked the stream and indeed you do have the echo sound effect anyway, which is a shame. Hey, at least it makes you 50% more epic. I suppose that's something. So, currently got 15 players in the lobby, 13 on track. Let's just run through.
I see 12 on track.
Ah, yes, 12 now. I think someone's just left. 4 viewers already.
Left the track.
So currently, with the best time is Pippi with 2 minutes .4. But only 200th behind is 8 in that Porsche. Very simple red design on that. 2 seconds back is Danny, 2.7 seconds back rather, in that BMW M6. Optimus in another BMW M6, in 4th currently, about to cross the line. Not to improve their time on that occasion. There's quite a lot of BMW M6s we've seen in this race in particular so far.
I believe that Pepe is now going to improve his time, and it's going to be a purple one. Indeed, a 59.947 puts him on the top of the practices. We can see his car is running quite a lot of camber. Looks like he has
on the back.
The Stance Nation livery going.
Absolutely, bring back Stance Nation from 2014 or wherever that was. So yeah, they're currently top. First to break into the to break the 2-minute barrier, so it's going to be quite interesting to see how they do.
Look at the cars. There's actually more Porsches than M6s. I've counted 4 Porsches and 4 M6s actually.
So it's quite even between the two. Both seem to be quite popular cars. The Porsches we've known from previous episodes to definitely be quite popular, with them being quite strong on the BOP recently. Going through chat real quick. Hello to Paul GT56 and hello to Snipers. Yeah, feel free to join us if there is space. Which these lobbies being clickbaity with the title. It might be difficult to get a space, but more than welcome to join us.
Pretty much. So we'll just wait for everyone to get on track. In fact, that might be you there now, Ghost Warrior. By the way, I'm watching the our live stream. I'm just trying to check if there's any echo, but I can't hear any echo apparently.
Oh right.
It's not. I mean, the echo isn't as big as other time, but it's still there.
All right then. All right. Yeah. Hopefully one day we'll finally figure out the root cause of that. Some very low-fi cars there in the car park.
Most of the drivers are going for the super soft tire. There's actually one driver on the regular softs and one other who is in a pretty straight strategy and driving on the racing hards.
Yes, that Sheila.
I believe he's spending more time on the grass and on the gravel traps rather than the normal tarmac.
Well, perhaps they could benefit from the dirt tire compound then, as opposed to the racing hards. Perhaps be a bit faster that way.
Might be it.
So, just waiting for Mad to get on track, I think. There we go. Oh, someone else has joined immediately as I say that. It's Enmus. so I'm gonna pronounce their name as.
I'm sure I should say that we're starting in a minute.
Yeah, it shouldn't be that long. I'm just trying to get as many cars on track as possible. Full lobby again. These things seem... I'm dying. Seem to do quite well. Yeah, just ignore the fact that I'm slowly dying.
The room title doesn't really help.
True. True.
Beyond YouTube is a title that it's pretty much clickbaity.
Yeah, I know. As I've said on multiple occasions, that's the point of it. It fills up lobbies quite quick and makes my job of commentating a lot easier. Plus, it isn't necessarily clickbait because it's not wrong.
I feel like I wanna do a roast on air, but I just wanna be kind and let's do the normal commentary as we should.
Oh, by all means, you can roast me all you like, as long as you keep it PG-13 and all that.
I'm gonna keep it PG-13. I mean, you get a lot of people in the lobbies, but you don't get a lot of people in your live streams, so...
True. True. In fact, I think most of my subscribers are from these random race commentaries. Anyway, we're about to start. There we go. CJ?
There's 14 people on the track.
Yep, if you care to take us through the grid when it loads up.
I can actually. Welcome once again to Suzuka Circuit. Offapple has already done the introduction, but no one really cares about it. Don't laugh at me. This is off to a good start. And as we are looking into the 14 car grid, Pepe is leading from PP.
Compose yourself, man.
Pepe, from Pepe, from Hatecore, from Mad, from Danny, Zook Santana, Ray, Optimus, Slipdiff, Burnett, Martinez, Shella, Ghost Warrior, and Enmas. Quite a lot of names as we can see.
Couple jump starts behind. Lights out and away we go. Green, green, green.
As Pepe is off to a good start compared to Pepe, who's dropped a lot.
Yeah,
I believe he's down
had a penalty.
Into 10.
Oh, Pepe's already round on the AstroTurf there.
That's a pretty common mistake to do, and that leaves Zook Santana in the lead in that Red Bull Mobile Porsche, followed by another Porsche, Hatecore, and Ray in the Chip Ganassi Racing Ford Mustang.
So at the minute it is Porsche 1-2 as Hate goes down the inside of Zook at Dunlop. Will they be able to make the mistake? Yes, they do, just before they get to the Degners.
Looks like Hatecore got a much better run through Dunlop, and he just took the opportunity and went for it. Absolutely,
and that Mustang is definitely staying with them as well as they make their way through the hairpin now.
Hatecore is already half a second up, so he definitely has more pace than Sousa.
Well, perhaps. We will have to see. I mean, just about slipped. Oh, that was Ray gone off. Ray off there. So as soon as I mentioned the Mustang being able to hang with the Porsches up ahead, that's and Danny. Oh my, that was a massive incident as the 50-meter braking marker gets sent to Narnia.
And Martinez has been hit by Ghost Warrior. Martinez is now into the gravel trap.
Absolute mayhem already.
Ghost Warrior showing some respect, actually apologizing, but the incident already happened. Can't go back in time. So actually back into the lead battle, Hatecore is just ahead of Zuxa. The gap is pretty much staying the same.
Just outside of slipstream range is Zook right now, which is going to be a real killer for them as they come down the straight. I was just gaining a slight amount of time there, maybe a couple thousandths, but not much. Someone's going backwards around the track, I've just noticed. Who's that?
Sheila.
That's Sheila. Well, yep, Sheila. That's an I, not an L. Getting confused easy.
Oh, okay. It's Sheila. Right.
So the battle for the lead seems to have broken away a bit.
Enmasaur is off into the first corner, pretty wide into the gravel trap. But I could tell from the mini-map.
Oh, and Optimus and Ray are going side by side through the S's. There's definitely a bit of lag playing a part, but the Mustangs got through and up into 6th after the incident before. They just teleported.
Ray's attempting to catch up to the leaders after what happened. Of all the antics that happened just before Spoon on lap 1, Sheila is actually gone from the lobby.
Yep, Sheila is gone. Ray, running into the back there of Peppy. Oh, and there's a Porsche off. That's Zook. Zook's off. So Zook off on the exit of the hairpin there, and they're gone. And that just leaves Hate with a very strong gap of 4.4 seconds now. It'll be difficult to beat them. Pippi is their next challenger after their... was it their jump start, or were they the one that got away clearly? I cannot remember.
The Lancer was the one that got it up to the jump start. Pippi is second, and Peppy down the outside of Danny Rangers just before 130R.
Oh, Ray's going around the outside of 130R as well.
And Ray's going to go around the outside of 130R. That's not going to work.
Looks like they're coming back at the M6. At Casio.
Battle and Ray's now through.
The lag is definitely on their side right now.
They actually can't see each other. They can't see each other, that's why.
Ah, that would make sense then.
That happens. I can't switch cameras.
Oh, you need to exit and then rejoin. That's what I've done earlier.
Oh, Danny Ranger is off.
On my screen they're still going. It might have just been lag again. The Ghost Warriors on the tail.
They were off the track.
Oh right, okay. Well, Ghost Warriors off now.
Martinez further back is also gone off. So there's two M6s really struggling as Ghost Warriors are off again. There's afterwards. Wait, where's Pippi?
That is a good question. Where is Pippi's left the track?
Well.
So that means that the gap is now 7.6 seconds that Hate has over Peppy. Ray up into 3rd now, so a decent recovery drive by them. They probably teleported their way to that position from the lag, but nonetheless, well done to them.
Flipdiff has got a good boost. 156.2 is his fastest lap now. As he's making his way from the back.
Definitely seems to have those pace and those super soft tyres. Will they last though? Is the question. The tyre wear's looking alright right now. They're going down the inside there and take 4th from Optimus. Oh, and that's Peppy going slow. Peppy's going slow down the straight there. They might have had a penalty or something and just sort of slowed down and ghosted.
Now the gap between 1st and 2nd is up to 10.7 seconds as the androids for the battle for... Oh, that's Ray gone super... Oh my days, Ray is lagging so bad. I thought he was going straight into the barriers of the Hitachi Automotive Systems triangle, but he just break at a normal point, so that's definitely lag there.
Meanwhile, Peppy and Danny are side by side now. M6 versus GTR, and it looks like the GTR on the inside line is just about going to have it. Indeed, it does. They retain 5th place.
Slipdiff keeping 3rd, and here's Ray on his front, but he's run wide. But he's going to hold it, and there's a big crash behind him.
Yeah, Optimus and Peppy off as well. Yeah, really unfortunate for them. That was looking to be a very decent battle.
I feel like Optimus ran a bit wider and collected Peppy with him. Unfortunate for them. Slipdiff and Danny Rangers are now having a big battle. And
Ghost Warriors come out of nowhere now. Ghost Warriors way down the order, and they've come all the way back up now to 5th.
Exactly. So I am on board with Slipdiff. Not sure what the live stream.
I'll do that as well.
Is.
Let's go for the rear wing cam.
So you can see the Martini Porsche livery, pretty basic, but what else we can do about it?
Danny lining for move. Oh, it looks like they thought about going down the inside of Spoon there. Slip diff one's wide, as does Danny. So that's Ghost Warrior, and Danny's round, So that means Ghost Warrior's up to 4th.
It's probably race over for Danny, as we have 1 lap to go. And Split Diff will be aiming to keep the podium spot from Ghost Warrior.
It definitely had a very strong drive to come up through the field up to this point, have Slip Diff, but Ghost Warrior, we've seen them in a previous stream, I believe. Definitely not going to take it sitting down.
We also have to mention that Ghost Warrior is on regular softs, Slip Diff is on super softs.
True, although the tyre wear does look pretty equal between the 2 cars right now.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say.
The leader is just exiting the S's. Oh, that's Ghost Warrior. Yep. Going very wide. They're just misjudging how much speed they could carry on those softs. We'll go a bit further back.
A lot of mistakes in this race.
Martinez in 5th now. Danny and Pepe going side by side again. Oh, they're leaning on each other, and that is Martinez in the gravel. So Danny's
on track now, as Endless is off again. Last placed the Dutch in the yellow or black M6, black and yellow, which I believe has Continental, Pirelli and Dunlop sponsorship, which
very
strange.
Very much a continuity error there, I suppose, on their part. Martinez off at Degner 2. We'll just go up the order a bit to 5th.
Yeah, there's a joint battle for 4th now.
Yeah, Danny all over the back.
Big one on Pepe. Let's see if he's going to attempt to move on the inside.
Not quite late enough. But Pepe might be trying to go around the outside there of Ghost Warrior. Oh, but Danny's gone. He's got him. He's gone round. Really unfortunate for them.
That is definitely Danny Rangers going wider than he was supposed to. He never gave any room to Pepe and round the German Ghost.
Coming across the line now.
Optimus super wide, and Danny Rangers on the inside of Ghost Warrior, pretty tight. They touch multiple times, and Danny Rangers is through into P4.
Meanwhile, Hate takes the win. Ray 2nd, Slip Diff does retain 3rd in the end. 4th does go to Danny Ranger, Ghost Warrior 5th, Optimus 6th. Pepe, disappointment for them. On the last lap they dropped down a couple of positions because of that spin. They settle for 7th. Enmus in 8th. Martinez not across the line yet, but they will probably finish 9th. They just run a bit wide at Casio, getting it a bit wrong there.
They're pretty much taking the pit entry for the bikes.
Oh, they're moving
and they've
slowly.
Just given up.
It's literally 1 corner away. Don't give up now.
And there he goes. Probably an engine failure for Martinez. Up the line.
He's got it fired up, and it looks like he will come across the line.
Yeah, it looked like his engine turned off and then he turned it on again. Not sure what happened to him though.
Well, he's across the line now. There are your final results, and of course congratulations to Hate for, well, victory, I suppose. Raised the position by 2. Congratulations to them.
After starting behind Pepe and Pepe, the arrow is going pretty crazy on the track, as you can see, and now everyone is back into the pit.
Yep. Interesting strategy, something that might have played a part in Hate's success. If they look at the livery, they're applying Joe of the Fire tactics with the sticker weight reduction. So perhaps that had played a part.
That is what Hate decided to do on his horse. Less stickers, less weight, they say, as probably that's Joe of the Fire's tactic for winning races in the Nukeshot Endurance Series.
Yeah, he's doing a good job of it as well, so fair play to him.
Well, probably the yellow light had the yellow headlight covers might add a little bit more weight to what they were supposed to be. as we have a car change. Optimus Prima Dawn is on the Mercedes SLS. He's aiming for a West livery, actually. Something that doesn't really remind us of the early 2000s McLaren Mercedes livery.
True. He's also got a Batman helmet and suit. If you just check that, you might be able to see it on stream.
Yeah, he has a Batman livery on his head, on his helmet, and pretty strange combination there. We might see a Marlboro guy with a Spider-Man suit coming into the track pretty soon, I believe. As Danny
Maybe we'll have to
Rangers
see.
is now on the Toyota Supra. Something I wanted to report from the race, a lot of mistakes from the drivers. What do you think has allowed the drivers to miss their concentration at times?
Well, I think it's very easy for common folk, as I will describe them as, to not necessarily have the patience or the ability to just, you know, take it relatively easy when racing and behind people trying to overtake. You just tend to think, you know, how can I get past them as fast as possible, rather than necessarily focusing on just holding your lines and waiting for others to make mistakes. That's what I personally would say.
The issue is that most of the time people make mistakes on their own rather than when they are pretty close to another person.
True. That might have something to do with it being a bit easier, as you've got a point of reference when you're around other cars on track, so you roughly know where to brake and stuff like that. Occasionally you can lose your braking markers and it can just lead you off into a gravel trap somewhere.
That's pretty much the case. As you can see, Ray's going... Nope, never mind, he's lagging again.
Yep, fantastic.
That's pretty much Wake CU type of lagging, losing every... Oh, never mind.
And he's gone. So it is like Wake CU, he ends up lagging away from the lobby.
I've never seen Wake lagging out of a lobby though, let's be real.
Literally,
So,
this last Sunday, he disconnected 2 laps to go.
no, that was someone else who got into his account in PlayStation.
Oh, right, of course. F's in chat for Wake, of course. Currently got 9
No F's,
viewers.
actually.
Okay, no F's.
No
F's
F's
in
actually,
chat.
because he's a member of the Nukeshot Motorsport company.
Something like that. It's not really a company, it's more like a, I don't know, some weird
Group.
internet group, yeah. Yeah, currently 9 viewers, so thanks for joining us for this. I mean, there's 9 people in the lobby, so that might have something to do with it.
Anyways, you mind, probably you can do a track vote?
That is a decent idea, let's do a track vote. I'll take my vote away so it becomes a bit more random. Ow, my spine. Ow. I'm alive. We have a vote for Catalonia, a vote for Red Bull Ring, another vote for Catalonia Alsace, Dragon Trail Seaside.
Alsace on the other hand.
Oh, another vote for Red Bull Ring. Close between that and Barcelona right now. Both very decent tracks. And it is Red Bull
Red
Ring.
Bull Ring again. We've had Red Bull Ring in 2 other random race commentaries. It was the last episode we had Red Bull Ring, as well as, let me check,
Episode 3, I want to say.
I believe it was episode 3.
Yep, Revenge of the Sith. I mean, nothing. Hello to Slip Diff in chat, or Ares Kills. I'm gonna assume that's how that's pronounced.
Yeah, it's Slip Diff.
Yeah, hi Slip Diff. Hope you're enjoying the stream, as we're probably about to get stuff started shortly.
It's pretty strange. After a track vote, I've never seen anyone leave on this lobby.
Oh, true. Well, people want as much screen time as possible on this prestigious channel of 41 subscribers. very prestigious.
Prestigious.
Well, it is. It is.
Anyways, I think that we should wait for more people before we start, shall we?
It's gonna be difficult.
Or if you really want me to, I can enter the track as a really special guest.
Maybe. Actually, we are getting a couple people. There's 11 people in chat now, so to all of you in chat, feel free to join us.
Hello to Rollenborg again, and Risky Devil is actually a member of the Nukeshot series.
Well, for one race, Monza, where he was annihilated in the tunnel leading up to Ascari, and then he never showed his face ever again. Yeah, I think it was something like that.
Peppy in a pretty weird looking Porsche.
I'll just quickly check that.
Optimus out of the lobby. Right. Should we go for this?
Oh, we have Crazy John on track now. Let's check this.
Rollerball is on a tested and true racing car. We can probably see.
Yeah, I'll quickly check that. Yeah, that livery actually reminds me a bit of the Just the Two of Us Corvette.
It doesn't remind me of that. What it reminds me of is probably the sheen that Gran Turismo used in the ZR1 and the Z06 in GT6.
Oh, right,
Kind of like that.
A bit,
No,
maybe.
it's not kind of like that. It's nearly like that. Like, if you look at the sides, they are pretty similar, even though the colors are vastly different.
Well, either way, it looks good. Car number 18 there.
8th corner now in the Alfa Romeo 4C.
Yep, they're leaving the pit lane now. Ghost Warrior about to set the first time. Is he? Yep, it's a 1:32.4. Risky Devil on racing hards there. That's a big risky strategy, considering it's just 5 laps.
Had your scrub making his way up the track.
Yeah, we are currently on board with Crazy Scrubbers here.
Oh, you.
Flawless victory. No one will understand that joke. It's an in-joke. It's a thing.
It's an inside joke between me and offapple. Pretty much no one else knows about it.
Yeah, we're special like that.
And now everyone knows about it. Good job.
Yeah,
so it's
why
not an
not?
inside joke, it's an outside joke.
So, I'm about to start the race then, I guess. So I guess you're doing live on-track-ish commentary of what you sort of see. I'll be trying to monitor the whole sort of grid as opposed to just your view. So I apologise if I miss anything. Anyway, we are here at Red Bull Ring in Spielberg, Austria. We have Ghost Warrior on pole there in that bright blue Lexus, looking very nice there. Enmus in second in that M6. Danny third.
That's
super.
too.
Any false starts? We will see. Green, and we are off. Ghost Warrior gets a very good start there. As does that Corvette in the background. Looks like they're going down the inside. That's Roland. As Endless gets squeezed out a bit there. They're 3 wide. Are they just coming up the hill? No, not quite. Someone forced onto the grass in the background. I think that is Crazy John. As they are going 3 wide.
It's way to turn 2.
Oh, who's going to get Punt McGeed? No one? Not quite. It looked like it was relatively clean through there. Crazy John going side by side with Slip Diff as they make their way towards turn 3.
With a lot of speed coming into the straights. Looks like he has a pretty good setup on the straights.
And Roland into the lead, and Ghost Warrior trying to avoid him, loses a bit of momentum there. Oh, and that's Crazy John into the barrier on the inside. Unfortunate for our co-host there today. Difficult to commentate and race at the same time, I suppose. Peppy is up into second, so Ghost Warrior really started to drop down the order now. Oh, and they've ran wide into the gravel. That might have got them a penalty if penalties were on, but they are not. The top two seem to have broken away. So it's Peppy and Roland.
Oh, there's a pretty violent collision between CJ and Whiskey Devil, as we're going 3 wide into the last
someone's gone to Narnia. It was the Toyota of Danny, I think, that went to Narnia on the last corner there.
Is Slipstream on strong?
It's on real.
Alright. So a more realistic race today.
Yep. It seems like Roland's got a bit of a gap on Peppy, but Peppy will have to slipstream as they come up the hill. Ghost Warrior's still in third. And that Toyota again of Danny just going down the inside now.
Oh my days.
Oh! CJ and Hay going wide at turn 2.
A lot of fun speed over here on the racing track.
We can't say that, we'll get copyright struck. But 2 wide in places, nearly 3 wide again as they're going. Oh, and that's Enmus into the gravel at turn 3. Heading into the infield section now.
P1 and P2 and also P3 and P4.
Yep, Hate into the gravel now at turn 5, I want to say. One of them on the infield section now. Roland has extended their gap to 1 second now, but Peppy is vaguely staying with them within eyeshot. Crazy John up into third now. Danny right on their tail. Oh, and they've 3 cars they're running wide. Crazy John running a bit wide there, as well as Danny. Oh, someone getting a bit of the slide McGee on. There, it was Enmus on the curb on the exit there. Yep, so Crazy John going up the hill now. They've got a 1.6 second gap over Danny Ranger though, so it looks like they should be safe for now at least. Meanwhile, in the background they see cars going 3 wide. Slip Diff down the inside. Oh, Slip Diff. Oh, he just doesn't quite get the car stopped on the brakes. They rejoins. There's a bit of Pinball McGee going on in the background there as they did rejoin. But Slip Diff up into 6th now. Looks like they might be challenging for the inside, are they? Will they get it stopped this time on the inside of Ghost Warrior? Oh, Ghost Warrior turns into them a bit early, but Slip Diff gets through. Risky Devil muscles their way up into 7th now.
As I said, these drivers are mental.
Absolutely, and that is exactly the way that I like them. Risky Devil, I just noticed on one side of their car the stickers are back to front. Meanwhile, there's more Pinball McGee's as Slip Diff drops down to 9th. And Enmus again.
At last.
Yep, Hate not doing as well as they did in the previous race. They are currently...
Oh, they missed the charging for the second to last.
9th actually. And meanwhile, Crazy John has caught up to Peppy now and has set the fastest lap of the race. That's a 129.194. They're just about going to be in slipstream range, are they? As they come down the straight. Oh, real on the limit stuff there by the Crazy Greek. And they are just about in slipstream range.
Also known as Slide McGee.
Absolutely. Looks like Peppy might be safe for now.
Back in Gran Turismo 6.
Oh, they get a far better run than Peppy there and just get on the inside relatively cleanly. Will Peppy be able to challenge them back? Maybe? Well, they're late on the brakes. They're going to try and hang it around the outside. Oh, not quite. Not quite there, but then they're going to the inside there to get a shorter run, are they? No, it doesn't quite work out for them. Someone's gone off in the background there. Who's that? That's Danny Ranger. way off in the background there, and Enmus getting involved as well. Risky Devil's dropped all the way back. They're 17 seconds behind the people ahead of them.
Danny Ranger is taking a pretty extreme run-off. The gap between Rollerborn and CJ is down to 1.2 seconds.
Indeed, as we're coming up to the final lap of the race, Crazy John being an A+ ranked driver, so they're definitely in with a shout of taking the victory away from the American. All depends on what they can do on this lap. The tyre wear looking slightly worse for CJ, but not by much. They run a bit wide there. Will Pepe actually be able to do anything as well? They're not that far behind. They're sticking in slipstream range. Meanwhile, a bit further back, Ghost Warrior in 4th, Slipdiff 5th. And they are very, very close to each other, within 0.5 of a second. Oh, and there's Hate going down the inside of Slipdiff, are they? They're late on the brakes, not late enough. Slipdiff retains the position, but get a bit of a slide McGill and loses exit speed. Hate coming up to overtake them now. They're on the inside. Slipdiff, ooh, trying to hang around the outside there, but the insideline.com seems to be superior in this instance. And now Hate will be looking to challenge Ghost Warrior. They're all over the back of them like a bad rash. Meanwhile, a bit further up ahead, Crazy John is 1.1 seconds behind Roland. It looks like Roland might just be able to hold on to it. Ghost Warrior in 4th. Will they be able to hold on to that? No, it looks like Hate's going down the inside. No, they're not quite far or close enough. Meanwhile, Roland does come around the final corner to take the checkered flag. Crazy John has to settle for 2nd, and it is Pepe who is taking 3rd in fine style, but the battle for 4th is still on as Enmus runs a bit wide there. They're going to lose a position to Slipdiff surely, but it's Ghost Warrior that comes 4th. Hate in 5th, Slipdiff 6th, Enmus 7th. Risky Devil coming around the final corner now, as is Danny to take 8th and 9th respectively. In the end, it was Danny Ranger with the weak boost system getting a 125 as fastest lap. I can breathe. Fast. Congratulations to Roland Ball for raising their positions by 5 and of course taking the victory here today. Yeah, well done to them. Oh wow, the arrows again going completely crazy. Flawless victory. Are you serious, CJ? Is that seriously your end of race thing?
Yep, we'll have to start the race pretty soon, as the half the race downstream will be up in 10 minutes.
10 minutes? Ah, right, okay. That might be the last one for today then, unless we're very quick about it. I'll do a quick track vote.
Right.
10 viewers. And thanks for the compliment, Slipdiff, for the commentary thing. Things got a bit spicy towards the end there, so I sped it up.
We've got 4 votes for Catalonia.
Yep, so it's definitely going to be Tokyo. BB Raceway 2, that would be what I would have voted for, but no, it is Circuit de Catalunya for what will be the final race of this episode, as half the race gone, as my co-host mentioned, will be streaming round 8 race 2 of the Nukeshot Endurance series. So by all means go and check that out as soon as this ends. Of course he is a far more professional commentator than I am, but yeah, so more entertaining that way. It's more serious league racing as well, so definitely look forward to that. Will you be racing again, Crazy John, or will you be doing the commentary thing?
Racing in a new livery, maybe.
Alright.
So I'm just making a quick setup with the car. I want to get used to it a little bit before the race starts.
How many people in chat think we should start before CJ gets on track?
Just so I won't win, right?
I mean, you didn't win the last race and you were on track, so...
I mean, I was like a victim of pinball.
Yeah, true. I mean, everyone was a victim of Pinball McGee in the last race.
Wallenball, who was pretty much just running away.
That's generally how things work. Let's go into the spectate mode real quick. Slip dip is currently the furthest around the track. Oh, Enmus is off at turn 4. Turn 5 rather.
A pretty wild option for me.
Let's just check the tyres. What's everyone running? So far everyone's just on super soft, so that's definitely the strategy to go for. That M6 was inside of the car park. So that was a weird glitch. Everyone's on track. I'll give everyone enough time to set one flying lap.
I don't feel like it's good. Mustang is pretty understeery. I mean, it's a Mustang, but still.
Can I go on board with slip diff? Yes I can. We're going on board with slip diff for the first lap. This will count towards the qualifying procedure. You can see my best friend Helicopter San and the left, or the right rather, on that side. I definitely know my directions.
Seems like it.
Yep, full throttle now as they go through turn 3. Not running as wide as they perhaps could to maximise their exit, but they make the apex quite nicely there through turn 4. Braking for turn 5. Perhaps understeering just a bit, but getting through there without doing an Adams to Swillow and going into the gravel. Turn 6. Making their way onto the corner, leading onto the street. As soon as quite a few people have set their qualifying times, is when I'm going to start the race. So maybe a minute or so. I'm gonna just quickly say starting soon.
Because I want to change the setup again. I'll feel pretty understeery.
I mean, what are you driving? You're not on track. Oh well, that would explain it. As slip diff is now making their way through the final sector through this very tricky chicane, avoiding the curbs wisely so. Helicopter there in the top of the screen. What will their time be? It's a 1:47.5, and it's bettered by Roland, who just sets a 1:47.3. 8 now coming up to cross the line. It looks like, yep, they are far faster. They've just done a 1:45.4. Enmus with, well, they're pretty much 7 seconds behind on that lap, so they might have made a mistake. Easy done.
Anyways, I'm ready. It's on the race.
Alright then, let's get this thing underway.
Pretty much made... Oh, never mind, someone just joined.
Bother. And well, I've accidentally started. Well, my apologies, Alexis, but there's a shout out, I guess.
Sanchez.
Anyway, welcome to Circuit de Barcelona Catalunya in Spain for another episode. Or another race, rather. It's the same episode, but we have Kate on pole, Risky Devil second, Roland third, Slip Diff fourth, Ghost Warriors fifth, Enma sixth, Danny seventh, Ep.8, and Crazy John in ninth. Gotta watch out for jump starts, very easy to do so. Green, 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 and away we go. Looks like Roland gets a very solid start on that Corvette. They're already up into first place. Nothing that Hate in that Alpha can do. Meanwhile, Crazy John, they're running onto the grass a bit. there's pretty much 4 wide going down that straight there into the braking zone for turn 1. Crazy John forced to use the runoff there, but they're up into 4th, so that's a bit of a cheeky move there, sir.
Oh my days, the understeer is real on this thing.
Indeed, meanwhile, Hate is actually challenging Roland back up the inside there of turn 3. Oh, perhaps running a little bit wide there. But they've got the place back. So, well done to them. Roland looks like they might just have got a slightly better exit there. Peppy, now in a Z4. So, I've definitely instantly become a fan. They're in 3rd right now. Slipdiff 4th. Danny 5th. Crazy John now 6th. Risky Devil 7th. Ghost Warrior 8th. Enmus 9th. As they make their way down the straight. See Crazy John going side by side there with Danny. And Danny's gone... Oh, he's gone completely to Narnia. As does Slipdiff and CJ. Perhaps not as... off the track there in comparison, but Crazy John's up into 3rd now. Roland. Lead. Oh yeah, Hate's down all the way down to 8th. I completely missed that as I normally do, but that's Peppy now up into 1st, so it's almost like they've sort of teleported or something. That was insane. But now the Z4, as soon as I mentioned I was supporting it because Z4 Live, they are up into 1st. As I'm just going to quickly reset the camera. Crazy John in a solid 3rd right now, as it looks like Risky Devil's going down the inside of the Martini Slipdiff car.
Martini Slipdiff car.
You know what I mean, man. It's a Martini livery, and it's Slipdiff behind the wheel. It looks like they might be trying to hang it around the outside, not quite there. Oh, they're getting close. Yeah, they are hanging it around the outside. It's a long way to go though. Slipdiff just slipping a bit, ironically. They're, oh my, are they going 3 wide into the braking zone for turn 4? Yes, they're at turn 5 again. And it has completely not worked out. Whose idea was that then? Hate off, Slipdiff off, Danny Ranger off. I think Ghost Warrior got tangled in that as well. Meanwhile, for the lead, Peppy still in the lead. 1.2 seconds is the gap to Roland in 2nd. Crazy John in 3rd in that understeering Mustang as we're hearing it. As Enmus has run wide. Oh, and he tries to rejoin, but straight into Ghost Warrior there, so an unsafe rejoin there for Enmus. And that means Risky Devil up to 4th, Ghost Warrior 5th. Oh, and Enmus takes way too much curb there and just ends up spinning out. And Hate has left the lobby. Really not worked out for them that well. Roland just about now getting into the slipstream range of Peppy. And Crazy John has really closed up to the back of that Corvette. Let's just go on board with the Crazy Greek as he makes his way through turn 3. Looks like, yeah, he's solid on the brakes. He's 8 thousandths up, and he currently has the best lap time of a 1:44.3, so he's definitely in with a shout. Looks like there's some better battles going on behind right now, so we'll just check those out. Risky Devil's still in 4th. Ghost Warrior and Slipdiff. Slipdiff on the inside. Oh, is it going to happen again at turn 5? No, but Slipdiff still forces their way off. Oh, and Ghost Warrior and Danny come together, and Ghost Warrior nearly went round there as they went off the track. Looked like Danny did the respectful thing and just slowed down to let them back past. Fair play to them. Slipdiff in 5th. That's a tongue twister and a half. 4 cars slipstreaming each other down the straight. So it looks like 2nd. That M6 is definitely looking like it's gaining as they go down the inside. No, not quite. Doesn't quite work out for them. Crazy John now all over the back of Roland. He has become a bad rash today. Now going on board, that Mustang definitely has the brunt in the straight line, but so does the Corvette, both American V8s, but Crazy John easily breezes past Roland on the straight. Will Roland be able to do anything to retaliate? No, Crazy John just about holds it for now, so now he just needs to chase down Pepe. The gap has really come down actually through that section. It's down to 6 tenths, 5 tenths. So something's happened to Pepe. They just seem to have gone really slow through that last sort of section.
Or it's just a CJ.
No, it's not just CJ. Meanwhile, I've just noticed the position. So as Danny goes wide at turn 3, and Ghost Warrior now in 6th, looking to challenge Slipdiff, and Slipdiff has gone off. It looked like there might have been a slight bit of contact between the two of them. So Slipdiff now down to 7th, Enmus struggling down in 8th, but at least they are still going. Oh, and Roland's in the gravel at turn 6. As the uphill sort of chicane section, he waits to rejoin safely. So fair play to them, but really unfortunate for them as well.
We missed the braking zone for the hairpin.
Yep, we are seeing that now. We're going for a rear wing cam on Pepe's car. That Z4 should be very, very strong in this last sector. It is definitely a handling-based car as opposed to a straight-line car. Two very different styles with the Z4 and the Mustang. As you see, CJ all using so much more curb there. And no doubt, as he's well within slipstream range, he's going to easily breeze past. Yep, there is the Mustang holding the inside line.com and easily passed. It looks like Pepe's a bit late on the brakes there, maybe. Not quite enough to challenge again. We're staying with CJ for now. Their tyres are definitely looking in better shape, as they look like they're going around the inside of CJ now as CJ runs wide. No, not quite. Oh, they're late on the brakes! And do get the move done, but CJ will have the inside line.com for the next corner if they manage to stay side by side, which they do so. And Pepe should be allowed to just be hung out to dry. I can speak today. But they are not going down without a fight as they head through turn 6, the uphill chicane. All over the back of him. This is really intense stuff. Meanwhile, we're just going to quickly check a bit further down the field, are we? No, nothing really as exciting as this lead battle right now. Rear wing shot on CJ's car. That Z falls down the inside of the hairpin. And there's more contact as CJ gives the Z for a big punt for big measure. It is the last lap, of course. So both of these drivers really desperate. CJ trying to send it at the chicane. Oh, there's even more contact as CJ runs wide. But it is CJ who's gonna slow down, and well, he's just won the race there, so congratulations to CJ. I guess not the cleanest of victories, but a victory nonetheless, I suppose. Pepe has to sell for 2nd, Risky Devil 3rd, Roland all the way down to 4th after their amazing start. Slipdiff 5th, Ghost Warrior 6th, Danny Ranger in 7th, and Enmus will finish off in 8th. Here are our race results. In the end, it was 0.5 seconds between the top two. But it was CJ who muscled his way to victory on this occasion. Fastest lap, raised his position by 8, so definite credit to him, or to you, as you, well, you're my co-commentator, so.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, someone has gone completely.
Yeah, it's almost like a pit lane glitch or something there.
Yeah, Alexis.
That's a bit odd.
Normal. Anyways,
but yeah,
after he's gone, live stream is starting.
Yep, so thank you again to everyone for tuning in to this episode of Random Race Commentary. Thank you to my co-host, Crazy John is here, aka CJ, aka CJ Scrub, aka Peasant, aka Mortal, aka...
Half the race gone hasn't started the live stream yet.
Alright, well, they will shortly, no doubt. So yeah, go and check out Half the Race Gone. Of course, they will be starting shortly for some proper league racing stuff with commentary.
Is it really this time? Let me check.
Well, either way, we'll talk about it a bit later. Right now I just have to end the episode off, but...
Alright.
Yeah, thanks for watching. Hope to see you again for future content, future random race commentaries, future anything really.
So we can get some more races done.
Of course, so.
Oh my days, at 12 the third, it's lagging so much. Just checking.
Alright, so yeah, I'll hope to see you next time. Later, folks.
Later.